Welcome everybody. Today we're going to be unboxing and installing the Bluevua reverse osmosis drinking water system. Alright, let's get started. So this is what the box looks like. There we go. Thing on the back and same thing on the other side. Comes with a PP sediment cartridge, polypropylene tank, and a coconut carbon block filter, reverse osmosis membrane, and post-carbon filter. So it comes with 4 different filters and they go in the same order as shown here. All right, so let's see what's inside. A box within a box. All right, so let's see over here. Okay, it's quality control, approved for shipment, so on. We just got a number here, so it does go to some quality inspections. Go. Oh, okay. It comes like this. All right, and so this is RO100ROPOT mineral filter. Oh, so it has a mineral filter. Let's see what that looks like. Comes with a little pamphlet describing what it is. All right, and it looks like that. Inside you got some beads. There you go. I guess that remineralizes your water. Let's see what else we got. Okay, mineralization filter. We also have this. Let's see what's inside here. Interesting. Okay, some cleaning brushes, one blue larger brush and then one smaller one here, and some O-rings as well. So you can see them. There we go. 4 O-rings and 2 cleaning brushes. There's something in here. So we have. All right, let's see what this is. Oh, this is the charger, or the electrical plug. So here we go. The plug here, just a standard electrical plug. There. Okay. Now let's look at the actual system. It fits here on the countertop. It does come pretty well packaged. They have some instructions here. We can read that later. All right. So let's take a look at all sides. So this is the, let's see, you can see it nicely. This. All right. So here we have an LCD display, 2 buttons for control. We have the nice canister here that's made out of glass, which is really nice, as opposed to plastic. There it is. Put that back in here. Let's see. I'm gonna turn around for you guys to see. So this is the reservoir that we're gonna put our water in, and then it's gonna take this water, purify it, and everything's gonna come in this canister here. Okay, that's how it looks like in the back. You have a power switch, and the cord for power goes in here, on and off switch. And here's the filter compartment, so let's take a look at that. shipping tape. Actually looks pretty nice. Alright, and it looks like, according to this arrow here, I'm just gonna pull it up like this, and here are the 4 filters. They already come pre-installed, so you don't have to do any installation, but if you did want to, you could just pull it out this way and then rotate it to remove it. Let's see, I think clockwise or I don't want to. Yeah, just rotate it to remove it. You can just, you see the O-rings here, the extra O-rings we got essentially can fit in these filters if it's broken. And then we put it back in, just rotate it so it clicks. You can close it. But this way, I want to see what it is. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to go like that. There we go. So I can see the face. So we have the polypropylene sediment filter, the coconut carbon block filter, the reverse osmosis membrane, and the post carbon filter. So these are the filters that it comes with. All right. So we don't have to do anything, I guess. Close it up. There we go. All right, let's look at the reservoir now. Those have 2 blue tapes on top. Take those off. And this comes off. Those have some protective plastic around it. Let's take that off. There we go. All right, there we go. Okay, and there we go. Okay, let's put this cover back on top. There we go. All right, well, this is what you have inside. Now we're gonna install it and get it up and running. All right, so let's talk about installing this equipment. So one, you don't want to install this in direct sunlight or in outdoor places, and you don't want to expose it to an environment below 0 degrees C, and you don't want to store it next to flammable items. All right, so that's one thing to consider. And finally, actually make sure that the temperature of the water source is 5 to 38 degrees C. All right, so all these conditions were met, and we have plugged the machine to an outlet using this connection, and then we've started the machine up, and I've added water to the water tank, and I've also installed the carafe here. And so now we're ready to start the process. I've actually already cleaned it once, run water through it twice. This is going to be the 3rd time. All right, so to start it up, you just click one of the buttons. What we're going to do is we're going to select the amount of water we want to filter. You have 3 different options. You can do 0.5, press this banana button. You can do 1 liter, or you can do 1.7 liters. So you can generate this much water, these different 3 different levels of water here. By pressing this banana button, you can select which one you want to choose. And then when you're ready, you start this button to start generating the water. There we go. And what it's going to do, again, is it's going to take water from this tank, and it's going to take the water from this end over here. There's a little cylindrical protrusion here. Takes the water in through here. It goes through the filters. Then once it passes through the filters, it filters water in here, and the water that returns comes back from this outlet here. And you'll see the water coming back in a little bit. And like I said, I've already ran it 2 times, and this is the 3rd time. And the reason we're doing this is we're running it several times before we use it, because we want to clean out the filters. The filters are stored in a solution that's keeping them sterile and so on, so we want to make sure that we rinse that solution out with fresh water 4 to 6 times, and I'm on the 3rd time at the moment. And you can see as the water is going through the filters, there's a little bit of cloudiness coming out of here. That's because I guess we're returning back water that is not so clean. Okay, so we'll let the 3rd cycle finish, and we'll do it 3 more times after that. All right, so the 3rd cycle of rinsing the filters is complete. You can see the rest of it is dripping through into the can of carafe, and about half of the water in the water tank was filtered in here, and the other half is just dirty water we gotta water our plants with or do something else with. It's perfectly safe for your plants, so don't just throw it down the drain. And that's the nice thing about this system is, with other systems that are underneath the sink and all that, the wastewater goes directly into the sewage. Here you're retaining that wastewater and you can use that to water your plants, like I said. Okay, so the 3rd time is done. I'm gonna do this 3 more times, and in the end we're gonna take a look at the quality of water we're producing here. We're also gonna talk about this little filter and what it does. All right, now that we've rinsed the filters 5 times, this is the 6th time that I'm gonna be putting water to the system, and the 6th time will give us water that should be clean enough to drink. All right, so before we start, I just want to measure the total dissolvable solids using this device here. Essentially, you can purchase that on Amazon, but here in the back there's a description of what's acceptable. So 0 to 50 is the RO water. And this is going to give us the total dissolvable solids in parts per million. And from 0 to 50, that's what should be acceptable for RO water. We should be well below 50. And then all the other levels, if you can see it, it will tell you, this is typically where the tap water is, in the 400 to 500 range, and anything above 500 range is no longer acceptable per regulation. All right, so let's see in our source water what the total dissolvable content is. Total dissolvable solids, I'm sorry. Just turn that on. See how you turn it on here. There we go. So let's see, it says 0. So right now I'm reading it, and it's about 217 parts per million. 216 parts per million. And what we'll do is we're going to filter the water through, and we're going to see what the content of total dissolvable solids is inside the actual filtered water. And we're going to compare that to the reading that we see on the LCD screen. Let's put this back. And again, the LCD screen here will show us the in and out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click this round button here to get it out of sleeping mode. I'm going to make sure that we're on the 1.7 liters of water. And now I'm going to click it again to start the process. And as it's filtering, it's telling us that I guess we got to let the water go through first. And we'll let it filter through, and we'll see if it gives us 216 parts per million for the in. That's the source of the water. And then whatever the out is, 17 parts per million or so, for example, in this case. But this will be more accurate towards the end of the filtration cycle. So let's see how it changes over time. It's actually filtering pretty quickly. I do have one underneath the sink, and it's pretty slow, and you don't get that much out of it. I can fill 1 glass of water, but with this now I have 1.7 liters, so it's about half a gallon of water, which is fantastic. All right, so now I think it's coming towards the, so it's saying it's 278 parts per million for the water that we're filtering in the source water in the tank in the back. And it's saying that the water out that's coming in here is 20 parts per million. We're going to measure that with the actual device to see if that's true. And with this filter, what we're doing is, while this is going on, this filter can be added to the canister here on the lid. Essentially, there's this, when you take it out, you can screw it on the lid over here, and as the water is coming out, it's going to be coming through these beads over here, and these beads are going to add in, is going to mineralize the water, because as you know, the reverse osmosis water, all the minerals are removed. This should be pure water, and so this will bring some back in. And this is good for multiple reasons, and one of those reasons is if you have ultra pure water like this, where it doesn't have anything dissolved in it, carbon dioxide in the air is going to go inside, and it's going to change it from pH 7, and will drop the pH down to about 6.2, because carbon dioxide will react with water to form H2CO3, and then that can lead to acidifying your water, and we don't want acidic water. We want it to be alkaline. Okay, and so this filter helps bring the pH up, and also to demineralize your water, or to remineralize your water. I'm sorry. Okay, maybe what's happening here is, as we're filtering the water through, it's actually detecting the purity of the water in the tank, and of course the total dissolvable solids will increase as we're concentrating them in the water tank in the back. Maybe that's what's happening. Maybe that's why this is going up. There we go. It's finished. Now let's measure the purity of the water in this tank, the carafe. A lot of water. All right, let's see if it's 17. It's very close, actually. It's 19. Oh, 18, sorry. Maybe it's still a little dirty from the tap water. Let's go like this. So we'll rinse it a little bit. So this says 16 parts per million, this says 17 parts per million. So very close. I would say the out value is very accurate. All right, guys. So this is how you use the system. What I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be, and again, just see this little attachments here. These teeth can be screwed on over here if you wanted to use this demineralization filter or remineralization filter. So if you did enjoy this video, and please do hit the like and subscribe button, and we'll make more content like this. And in the future, what I'll do is, once I have this for a few months, I'll have another video to review it at that point. All right, guys, thanks for watching.